try to take the lid off because I put the lid on tighter than the bottle ever possibly could be. Now you can get more stuff.
And of course, you all heard that because we've been live. Welcome to the show. It's Friday night. It's bitch night. I'm Wade. Doe's here someplace. I don't know what she's got going on, but oh my God, we got a fun-filled week coming your way tonight. It's been a busy week. There's no two ways about that. I did the wedding last weekend. We bummed around on the Sunday, Monday, holiday Monday, back to work. Full week back to work. Doe had some doctor's appointments. I had a tough time getting through the week on two legs because I only have one now. So that was kind of rough, but we'll go through all that and tune you all in. Welcome aboard. Thanks for watching. Welcome aboard, Doe. Hi, Doe. Where are you? Come here, talk to me. There you are.
I'm here.
There you go. You probably just heard her talking. Excuse me, before I came on about water bottles. I had her make me a bottle of lemon water, and she got the exploding bottles and the lids that don't come off, and
I got the fun.
All sorts of bitching out of her. Why don't you go on with that? Let's start off with a good water bottle, bitch.
Why? just why?
Hi, Danielle. Excuse me. Go away. It's a little lighter though. It's a screen door.
Danny B.
Danny B's in the room.
Yay, Danny B.
So yeah, where to begin? Monday, I guess. Sunday, Monday. It was a holiday, right? This was a long weekend.
I don't even remember anymore.
What do we do? Did we do anything? I don't remember.
On the holiday?
Yeah. Did we go over to Mom and Dad's or?
No.
Go shoot. No, we went to the movies Monday. Yeah, it wasn't a long weekend. We had to work. That's right too. It was the previous weekend. It was a long weekend that I did the wedding. This weekend
You lost a weekend.
Yeah, I lost a weekend there. So I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off this week just for that. So I lost the weekend. Yeah, Monday we went to the movies. I highly recommend that. The movie we went and saw was
wait for it. The Alzheimer's will kick in.
Yeah, part-timers on the go here. The new, not Caddyshack, Top Gun Maverick. That's it, not Caddyshack. Top Gun Maverick.
Power 95.
Yeah, thanks to the gang at Cruise 95.7, the Locker and Jimmy and Grant afforded us the ability to go to the movies there on the Monday. Good flick.
Awesome theater. Awesome. I haven't been to a theater in like 6 years, and so much has changed.
Quite honestly, just that. How long was that movie? 2 hours? Hour and a half?
I didn't notice the time.
I didn't notice the time, so the time did go by.
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
2.25 maybe with all the trailers.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, with all the trailers, probably 2.5.
Looks like July is going to have a lot of new, really good movies.
But just for me, just the escape from reality for that 2 hours was just it.
Reality sucks.
I thought of nothing but the movie for that 2 hours.
You didn't even sleep?
I didn't even fall asleep. And normally I sit down in those big comfy chairs. We've got them at home. Sit down, turn TV on. Doesn't matter what's on. Flip feet up. Good night, Johnny. I'm out cold in 20 minutes. And I even looked at Doe at the beginning of the movie when I flipped the feet up on that big comfy chair. And I don't know if I'm going to make it 20 minutes. The guy beside me turns and looks, goes, I don't think I'm going to make it either. But hey, we both stayed awake, so it was all good. Good flick. I highly recommend going seeing it. It was actually a really good movie.
They did a really nice job with Kilmer. Val Kilmer tribute at the end, which was good.
Yeah.
He's still alive, by the way.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they gave him a tribute and he's not even dead. So yeah, that was good. It kind of reminded me that Johnny Depp should have got an Amber Alert.
At least.
Sorry. Amber Heard jokes running through my head today. Something fierce.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, Amber Heard, newly single.
Shit Cocoa or whatever it is for the new perfume by Amber.
Amber, a new Wanta, or not Wanta, but a new ad just placed on Tinder by Amber Heard. Comes with a high debt ratio, is partially house trained. I thought that was pretty cute.
Scented sheets.
Yeah, scented sheets. So
It's
what else we
all
got going
sorts.
on? Big week in sports, of course. The Oilers playing in the Western Conference Final, sucking the hind titty right now 2-0 in games. But we have 2 games at home, and watching the special dog there on the Twitter that predicts these games by rolling a basketball down the stairs into a net, either marked Colorado or Edmonton.
It's 7.
And he said 7 games. The ball went into the Colorado hoop twice, the first 2 times down, then went into the Edmonton hoop the next 2 times down, then Colorado, Edmonton, Edmonton. So, hey, yeah, trust the dog. Just trust the dog.
I don't know. I couldn't call yesterday's. Well, I kind of did. I said no.
That's where
But after the first period, it was like, I don't know.
That's where I'm going to go next. You are a closet Oilers fan, aren't you?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
But only during playoffs.
All season long, I sit here at the kitchen table on my computer watching hockey. Headphones on. Leave the TV to go so she can watch whatever she wants. Playoffs rolled around. Oh, plug the computer into the TV. Everybody can watch it. You don't like hockey. I like playoffs.
Who doesn't like playoffs?
That's true. Elks.
That's when all the excitement is.
Elks had their big home preseason opener tonight. $15 a ticket. All proceeds going to the Canadian Ukrainian Heritage Foundation, helping new Ukrainian immigrants immigrating into Canada because of the war. All the proceeds are going to help them get settled here in Edmonton and area, which I really commend the Elks for. That's just an absolute fantastic thing. And the Elks are in mid-season form already. They're down 17-0 to Calgary at halftime. So the Elks are.
You didn't even model your jersey yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't model my jersey. I got a beer to drink tonight too. Shit, I got all sorts of.
Sheldon can't even help you because he's sick.
Yeah, Sheldon's down and out with typhoid fever or something. I don't know what's going on with him, but
Just an upset stomach.
Upset tummy. And today also marks the 100th day since Russia invaded the Ukraine.
It's too many days.
It's 99 and a half days too many. It's
That's long enough, people.
It is. I mean, I what's the word I want to use? Not associate, but I chat with. That's where chat with a lot of people in the Ukraine, and it's not a pretty picture over there. Even though the parts where they are in Kyiv and Irpin and I forget the name of the other town, they're not being attacked at this point in time, and they've cleaned everything up for the most part and are trying to get life back to normal as much as possible. It's still hell over there. So our hearts go to them, and we hope for a quicker resolution than what has come. You know, somebody just put a bullet in Putin's head. We'd all be better off for it.
I think that's what they're waiting for, is for the end.
I think so too. What else we had? Big election in Ontario where there was whining and screaming and hollering. We got to get rid of Ford. We got to get rid of Ford. Yeah, this is it. We're getting rid of Ford. We're getting rid of Ford. This is it. He's gone. Woohoo! Election time. Yeah, he won a landslide majority. So I laughed because I just watching people's heads explode on Twitter. It was my day today. I had a lot of fun with that. And on
that's what happens if you don't go and vote. I mean,
yeah,
your opinion means nothing.
Yeah, 43% or something voter turnout. I mean, it's your democratic right to choose whether to vote or not to vote. But if you're not going to bother to vote, then don't bitch. You have no right to bitch if you haven't voted. So, and you'll never bring in change. That's right. If you don't vote. On to you.
Thanks for that.
You got your power port installed.
Oh yes, my power port
doesn't work for the shit. Tried plugging my phone in and it didn't do anything.
I'm not that kind of wireless.
Oh.
But
Joe went and got implants, but not the fun kind. Fuck, I'm going to hell anyway with a call shotgun on that ride.
He's definitely going. Yeah, and then my power port, I get the staples out on Monday. Monday, unfortunately, I have to be up at 5 goddamn a.m. and traveling to Edmonton at 6.
In my way all morning.
Yeah, pretty much.
into the city, get your staples out, and
I get to see the doctor for a whopping 15 minutes and do a blood test for another 15 minutes to the tune of $9 in parking. And
a half
quarter
tank of
tank of
fuel.
gas
Yeah.
and a pain in the ass because they wouldn't reschedule it. So, and then Tuesday I start treatments. So I will have my Porta Pack Wednesday and Thursday. I will be in the cross all day Tuesday afternoon. Then I'll have my to-go pack. I don't even know what you call it, but that will be with me for the next 48 hours at home. And somehow I'm supposed to keep it completely level with the port. I don't know how that works.
I'm not sure how it
For
works.
sleeping and stuff, that is going to be interesting. And then I have to go back after 48 hours. They take it off, teach me how to clear the lines and flush it with heparin. So that keeps me from clotting or keeps me from getting blood clots. Because there's a really high risk with this port. They accessed it yesterday for the CT scan, and my God, but it only hurt for a minute and it stung for about 20. So
that's because it's such a fresh wound. And
yeah, they said it had to do with the swelling and stuff. Once that comes down, it's supposed to get easier. But I think if you're still accessing the same spot repeatedly, I don't think it's going to get that much easier. It's going to get calloused and sore.
One would think, yeah, week of. Well,
I don't know.
If you're only going once every 2 weeks.
I don't know that either.
Yeah.
I haven't got a schedule from Special K yet.
Yeah.
That's my doctor. I call her Special K.
She's special.
She's
right.
special.
And then we got all that on the go this week.
Plus your appointments.
Plus my stuff. I got to go for a
and then
echocardiogram.
Tomorrow in Chipman, if anybody needs parts for older cars or old muscle cars, they have Swap Shop going.
Or 65 Mustangs that are parked in your garage.
Swap Shop is tomorrow in the town of Chipman, and I think it runs from 9 to 1, if I'm not mistaken. Check the website on Facebook. And
Chipman Car Crafters.
And then Sunday is their annual show and shine, and admission for both each day is $2 a person. And on Sunday there's concessions and stuff too, so that's kind of cool. You get to vote on whatever muscle car you like. I don't know what they win in the end. I think a plaque or something. But
yeah, there's a trophy and maybe a small something. I'm not sure.
If you do bring an animal, if you bring a dog, make sure it's leashed and preferably on a harness.
So it's the Chipman Car Crafters. Go to their website and
they're on Facebook too.
Yeah. I think that's where their website is, Facebook. So yeah, have a search for them. Get all the details. I know the car show's Sunday. It's $2 a head to get in.
Swap meet is tomorrow.
Swap meets tomorrow.
Townwide garage sale is in Bruderheim tomorrow.
And Lamont.
And Lamont as well.
Yeah, Bruderheim and Lamont tomorrow. So if you're going to the Car Crafters thing tomorrow, make your way through Bruderheim. Check out all the garage sales. Through Lamont. Check out all the garage sales. And then go to Chipman for the swap meet. Yeah. If you're coming out Sunday, go to the car show. Hit Bruderheim for all the...
There's nothing.
All the sales. Then hit Lamont for all the sales.
The sales are only on Saturday.
No, sorry. Well, they're telling why they'll go Saturday, Sunday. They always do.
No, they don't.
Yes,
they only
do.
Go Saturday.
You don't know. You've never been here before. Jesus, you've never been out those front doors. I never let you.
She feels that way lately.
Yeah, tomorrow you can come out and get some corn fritters and go to the swap meet. You alive in there? Okay. Sheldon's got the COVID, hacking up a lung.
Maybe. Would not be.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something else? Just to top it all off. Yeah. What else? The car show or something else? I don't remember.
The electronics pickup later this week, and the large items pickup.
Right. That was my other bitch. Tomorrow has to work tomorrow, so she can't. Sucks to be you.
Tell Darcy.
It's
the only place he's going to find parts unless he goes to the Mustang Ranch.
The other thing I wanted to kind of beak about and bitch about this week is if you're in a professional world of sales and you have a client and you're dealing with this client and you put a deal together with the client and say, look, it's all contingent on this and that and the other thing. But as soon as I get word back about this, that, and the other thing, I will give you a call so you can go ahead and do the other thing you have to do. And then you don't follow through. And I don't hear anything from you for
2 days.
2 days. I stopped in on Wednesday morning.
Mhm.
I stopped in about 8 o'clock and didn't lose my mind, but just, what the hell? You said you're going to phone. You haven't phoned. I need to know this information so I can do what I have to do on my end. What's going on? Oh yeah, here's papers. Go. It's all good. It's been ready to go for 2 days. Well, then why didn't you phone me and tell me? I forgot. It's not the way I do my business. I've been busy and I forgot. Okay, cool. Everything will be set and ready and done for Thursday though, right? Yep.
It's Friday still. Haven't heard.
Thursday rolls around. Phone, leave message. Haven't heard back. This morning, get up, go to work. Phone, leave message. Text. Nothing. Haven't heard back.
Sent an email.
You sent an email and
Nothing.
crickets. So tomorrow I'm going to phone and I'm going to tell them to blow it out their ass. Yep.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. They can screw it. Blow it out your ass. Take the deal back. I don't want it anymore. You jerked me around long enough.
It's not how you do business. That's definitely not how you gain customers.
No,
either.
that's for sure. So I'm not going to throw any names out, but it's a car sales place. I'm not going to throw names out. I promised I wouldn't do that tonight. Because, well, I don't need any legal ramifications coming from
said place.
said place. But yeah, if you
unless it's ready to go and I don't know, maybe they knocked off early to go golfing. Who knows?
Who knows? But still, phone me. Tell me. It's not that hard. You're not that fucking busy. Nobody is. Dropped off my wedding pictures today to the bride.
How'd that go?
Well, I gave her I always print up, I don't have one with me. I always print up an 8x6 thank you book. There's 20 pictures in it of wedding pictures. And I usually try and groom coming down the aisle, bride coming down the aisle, wedding shots of the ceremony, a couple of formals, some with mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, and a couple of the bride and groom together at the end type deal. Kind of make it as the day progressed type storybook without any words. But as you flip through it, you kind of get the picture of where we are in the whole day. And dropped it off to the bride, and she burst out in tears after about the third or fourth picture. She just couldn't believe that the pictures turned out that well. And I'm sitting there going, they're good, but like, let's not get carried away. So that was kind of nice. Had to deal with a crying bride again. And it felt good when I left. So I know she's happy. She hasn't phoned me to scream and complain or bitch or holler about anything. So
Probably still going through all of it.
yeah, they're probably still going through them all because I gave her the book with like 20 pictures and then a jump drive with the other. I edited 160 of 520 pictures I took. 160 were decent enough to edit up, so
And
I edited them all up.
And that's typical
Yeah, that's normal.
for you.
Mm-hmm.
Other places will charge 4 times the amount and give you a choice of 12 pictures.
Yeah.
And not the choice of sizes you want either.
I was talking to another young lady that at that wedding that had just been married 2 months prior, something like 2 or 3 months prior. Their photographer charged them $4,800, and they got 24 photos out of it, and that's all. That's it.
Not everybody
Nothing else.
wants a 10 by 13. Like I don't
You
want
can-
a 10 by 13.
No, you can buy extra portraits from him of the stuff that he's taken, but an 8 by 10 is $38
Or more. in some cases.
and more in some cases. That's what he charged. It was $38 for an 8 by 10.
You already
She asked
paid
me,
him
what do you-
$4,800.
Yeah, and you already paid him $4,800. Like, holy shit! I charge $1,500 to do a wedding, and you get everything. And you get whatever I shoot that's at decent. You get, and then you can pick and choose what you want to take to Costco or Walmart or wherever, and print up an 8 by 10's costing you $2.50 now.
11 by 14, whatever.
An 11 by 14 is $5. It's not very expensive.
And the interesting part too is sometimes when you're going back through, even a friend took pictures at your wedding, there's a picture of grandma and grandpa that you may not have in your personal, like, hey, I want that picture printed. So you get those pictures as well to print. Whereas if you hire somebody for $4,800, you don't even see those pictures.
Yes, you don't see them.
You don't get
Yeah.
to print those.
And the other thing, those $4,800 photographers won't allow anybody else to take pictures, right? Especially the formal setting, as it were. Me, you got other people there with cameras. I shoot first. That's my only rule. I'll shoot it first. I'll set everything up. I'll shoot it first. You guys go ahead. You got like 45 seconds to take your shot, and we'll continue on with the next reset. But if you want to be my guest, the more the merrier. You know, we're guaranteeing at least one of the 5 photographers there will have a half decent picture. So it's the same thing with my family portraits when I do those. You're not getting with just an 8x10 of mom and dad and the kids and an 8x10 of each kid. No, you're getting everything. I shoot it, I bring it home, I edit it, I throw it all on a jump drive, I throw you the jump drive. There you go. There's 40 pictures. Print them away. Go ahead. Because maybe mom and dad like this one and want this one on their wall. And grandma and grandpa come over and they want this one, and the other set of grandparents want this one, and the great aunt wants this one, and the kids want this and this one on their wall. You get the choice.
Maybe you don't want any of them.
Maybe you don't want any of them. So,
fun.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I'm not getting rich doing it, but I enjoy doing it, and if I can save people a few bucks and give them a quality product in the end, isn't that what it's all about?
Should be.
I'm happy. They're happy. Everybody's happy except the dog. The dog's never happy. She's fine.
She's fine.
And then we got these damn water bottles. One of them sprung a leak, which
there was like a little knife cut in.
Right before we went live, Doe went and grabbed the water out of the case, and it was dripping a little bit. So she got all pissed off and ripped the bottle open and poured
little bit. It was like all over the place.
18 drops. She ripped the lid off the thing, poured it into her glass, and I looked at her and I said, "Honey, can you make me a lemon water before we go live?" So she grabs the piping hot water off the floor. It's like, no, time out. I want a cold water out of the fridge. Oh, fucking beggars and choosers and
no, then
such a princess.
The lemon juice it's in one of those stupid plastic bottles. And the bottle has been recycled to the point of no return. And they managed to factory seal this cap on to the point of taking off your skin to try and undo this thing. Meanwhile, you're turning and the bottle is collapsing on itself. Why?
Such a diva.
Why?
I work with such a diva.
Let me out of the house. Let me out.
Door's there. Here's the car keys. Go for a drive.
Yeah. If I could afford the gas, I would. Just paid the property tax. Thank you.
Yeah, all up to date.
Now I just got to wait for supplies to come in. Every time I order supplies, they seem to be short on supplies, and I got to wait an extra 2 days. So this month I had to double up my supplies because I'm tired of waiting the extra 2 days, because one of these times I'm not going to be able to. Yeah. So.
Because you're on the last of your supplies now, right?
Yeah, I've just got my emergency backup.
Yeah. So tomorrow is supply day.
No matter what.
Give us what you got. We will take it.
And $138.
Yeah, $150 there, plus another.
Well, and I figured out like next week, just between gas and driving back and forth, gas and parking is going to be well over $100.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. Just fucking one. And then I opened my mail and my gas bill went up.
Oh yeah, why don't you go off on about that?
My
go off about that.
Mortgage went up $40, and so did my water bill.
That was another 2 days of. Oh fuck! I should have just stayed at work. I should have just faked it and stayed at work.
Every time I open an envelope, it's like, oh, yeah, that's.
Hi, Doe. I'm home.
Well, you open up your bank account and it's like you're overdrawn. What do you mean I'm overdrawn? I put in $50 more than I usually do, and now you're telling me I'm overdrawn and I owe you another $12 because
interest rates went up. Therefore, our mortgage went up.
My wage didn't.
Neither of our wages did, but yeah,
that's what ours went up, $250.
Yeah, our property taxes are up $250.
For what? Our bank left town, for Christ's sakes.
Our gas bill was
$229.
$229. 29 of that was for the gas. The rest was all
Fees.
delivery fees, processing fees.
$37 was for the power.
Yeah, and $37 for power. Excuse me.
And then everything else was fees. And it's like, I swear to God, every time I open up, there's a new fee in there.
Keep bitching.
This is ridiculous. Enough already. Keep bitching, he says.
Don't stop talking just because I'm wandering around. I got business to do.
Ah, the beer.
I forgot to do this. Oh, that's
Which beer? Which beer?
Bonzi Scheme. It's all the only one that's called. Okay, well,
What did you do?
I don't know what I did. It's Tamara's fault.
Tamara's fault, he says. Yeah, the fees are astronomically stupid. 3 times the amount of what the actual product costs, sometimes even higher. And there's supposed to be some sort of rebate last month because I signed up for some plan. I've yet to see that rebate. It's like, where is it?
Spent it on crack, whores, and cocaine.
I didn't spend it on
No, I
anything.
did.
No, the rebate's supposed to come right off the bill.
Oh. So here we have Bonzi Scheme, habanero, and mango. And we'll see if it's just as good the second time around. Because we did the review of this beer a little while ago.
That's true too.
And everybody liked it. So we'll go with this. And again, this is from Positive Mike's
Beer Emporium.
Brewing. He's you can buy his swag. You can't buy his beer. But if you talk nice, you can get some beer from him and keep buying his swag. So here we go. Bonzi Scheme Part 2. Is it still just as good? Yep. Just as good. Second time. Oh, that's cold. Woo.
So cool to freeze your teeth. Or tooth.
A toot. My toot. I can't understand why my bank charges $17 a month for shit that is digital. And I never go into the bank. It grinds my gears.
Mhm.
Yeah, no shit. You know, we do that 3 times because we have 3 different banks we have to deal with. So we get nailed to $17 a month from 3 fucking banks that we've never been in. Well, the one we go into every now and again, but it hasn't been for months.
Yeah.
But it's
You would think with digital it would have been cheaper. You're right.
yeah. With bank fees, just drive me up the freaking wall. Insurance, my insurance goes up. I don't know why, but it just keeps going up. I have no claims. I have no accidents. I have no tickets. I drive professionally.
I'm paying what I did when I was 16.
Yeah, exactly.
And I phoned them and they said, well, I noticed on their website it said that if you're 50 or over, you get a discount. Oh, we've already applied it. I said, really? So whatever.
And then my boss goes and picks up a Class A motorhome at a not an auction, but elderly couple is selling off their acreage and farm and all their tools and stuff, and they had this motorhome that's been sitting on their property for 5 or 6 years. Absolutely gorgeous. Needs some work. Not gonna lie, it's a 2012 Holiday Rambler. Just fucking gorgeous machine. I was in it the other day. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's like, this is exactly what Doe and I want. This is right here. It's perfect. This is what we want. I just looked at ones that I could find in the States. Very hard to find these ones in Canada. Yeah, they're selling for between $80,000 and $140,000 US. So I don't think we'll be buying that one off Terry. I don't think he'll finance me that long on it.
I don't need anything that fancy. I just need a walk around bed, my own bathroom, space for the dog to run, catch a ball. That's all I need.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
need to. I can't climb up and down on bunks, and I'm not climbing over you for a cutaway. It's just ridiculous.
No, that's for sure. No, it's just, like I say, I think we'll go with the 25-year-old one. You know, the 1999 for
At some point,
$18,000.
when this shit's all over,
Yeah.
we'll retire that way.
Exactly. Sell a house, move into the motorhome. get out of here.
That's gaining popularity actually in a lot of places that are a little bit warmer, especially like Vancouver. A lot of people are buying vans,
Yeah.
doing them up and living in a van at the side of the road off grid.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
don't blame them.
Moving Walmart to Walmart.
Yeah. Some of them are even in 5-ton stealth vans. Looks like a work truck, but it's got like a peekaboo plating and stuff that's so that they can see out and,
Yeah.
and whatnot, parking in back alleys overnight near schools. Just
Yeah, exactly. It's the way of the world, man. That's the way it's going. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe button while you're in there. Make sure you do that. It's part of the rules, part of the package. It allows us to bring you this weekly content of nothingness. Bitching, whining, pissing, moaning. That's what we do.
Anybody got any bitches?
Anybody else got any
besides
bitching about banks or other than banks? We've teed off on banks. I've teed off on a car dealership. Fuck them. The more I
Water
think about
bottles.
that, the more I'm just going to phone them. And what's that?
Water bottles.
Water bottles. Yeah. Sick children. Well, I haven't bitched about sick children. He's sick.
Why would you bitch
Why would you
about a
bitch
sick
about
child?
that? Exactly. Sheldon, are you feeling better? Hurry up. No, he came home from work. He wasn't feeling well.
He turned white at dinner.
Yeah, turned white at dinner.
Maybe it was your cooking.
It could have been. Is my cooking? Okay, I can live with that. I made tacos tonight for supper.
I didn't feel like cooking.
It's just fucking again. You want to turn the light on? I need a light for this. I wonder if I have any background music. I don't think I do have any background music. I'm not sure. Let's look into here. Go into here.
God, you sob story music.
Backgrounds. No, they don't give me any background music. I didn't even upload any background music. Oh well. Okay. Fuck the background music. So those, can you cook supper? Yeah, not a problem. I got home from work at, I don't know, 12:30, whatever, and sat around not doing much anything, and Doe wasn't feeling chippy and stuff, so she was laying on the couch and asked me to cook supper. So I started cooking supper. She's laying on the sofa, and we have an open concept house. You can see the kitchen from the living room and stuff like that. So she's laying on the sofa, kind of resting, and every now and again, popping an eye open. Did you get lottery tickets? Oh, yeah, okay. So I ran out and got lottery tickets and came home and started making supper, and from the couch, "You're doing that wrong. Aren't you supposed to simmer that? You're boiling it. What the hell?" I was like, "Woman, here's a fucking spatula. If you don't like the way I'm cooking it, you come and fucking do it." So yeah, don't peek at the guy cooking supper. It's not gonna work out well for you. Danielle's dad had his scheduled biopsy Wednesday. Got there and they canceled it. So they rescheduled his biopsy and PET scan for next week. Jesus Christ, why'd they cancel it? Like, what's wrong with these? All that mumbo jumbo has to get done before he can get his heart surgery. Danielle, I feel your frustration. I honestly do, because you and I are on the other side of the victim chair here. We're not the ones having to go through the torture of the tests and get,
I think it's harder for you guys.
It is in a lot of ways, because we're sitting here. I get so frustrated sitting here watching you have to wait, and waiting along with you. I don't think there's anything more frustrating than that. It just,
Well, your whole life's on hold
Yeah,
based on
yeah.
this appointment or the next appointment or the next appointment. And when those appointments get changed, don't happen, or there just isn't one, time is of the essence
Yeah.
for a few things. And they don't seem to get that.
no, exactly. So
Or they do, or they're just that overwhelmed, or make you
I
wait
don't
to
know,
think
it's
they're
just-
that
just- and
overwhelmed.
then-
I don't know.
yeah, when you work in my situation where I'm alone all day,
Too much time to think.
I'm in a truck by myself, and 6,000,000,001 scenarios a day play out in my brain, and only 18 of those scenarios are good. Just because your mind automatically goes to worst case scenario, or mine does, anyways, goes to worst case scenario. all the time,
Everybody's
so.
does. Like initially, when I told you what the findings were before the surgery, like I said, I'm telling you because you're down there and you can go through all the motions, because there is a lot of emotions that go with it. There's the frustration, there's the anger, there's the why, all of that, and then there's eventually the acceptance, or okay, what do we do now? So I kind of wanted you to go through all that before you came home, because because I'd already gone through.
Yeah, I did for the most part. Heather.
With every appointment that
hand.
I had, and I had a lot while you
Yeah,
were away.
yeah.
With every one of them, I come home and I was just, okay, what's next? I got to go to work tomorrow. Okay, so what's next? And then it just started to fall into a pattern where it was a daily thing after I admitted myself to the hospital.
Yeah.
And funny, I got a family doctor now, and he's just baffled at the ineptness
Ineptitude.
the previous doctor. Like I told him, I says, I got this rash that won't go away. And the other doctor that I had that I fired said use Nazaro. And when it didn't heal, I went back to him and he said, well, you're using it wrong. And it's like, how can you use your shampoo wrong? So he looked at it and he says, well, Nazaro is not going to clear that up. He says, it's psoriasis. And being that you had chemo, it's amplified because of the chemo. So here's this gel, try this gel, and amazing. Okay, it's almost gone. But it'll come back with the trauma of chemo again. So, but I think when Wade was explaining my situation to him prior to me coming in, he was kind of like, okay, you're going to get tossed out of here because I don't believe your story. And then when I came in and reiterated the story, he was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like and of course he can't say anything against another doctor, but yeah, it was interesting.
That was very interesting
to see his take on it. So
yeah.
When I go in on Monday, I'll be able to give Special K the card she requires for my family doctor, so she can get off my case about that. And I'm sure she will want this green sleeve crap filled, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's a DNR.
I'm not doing it.
DNR papers that Doe's not filling out, and I don't blame her because there's extenuating circumstances.
Treat me to your fullest.
Yeah.
It's not up to you to decide where I go to die.
Yeah, it's slipping into depression because he feels like a time bomb. I see that in Doe. I see at times she's depressed and mopey, and it's to be expected. You know, I'm sure at times I'm depressed and mopey. I often get the feeling that when you go in to see a doctor with a severe issue, like Daniel's dad, like Doe, like Sean's dad, they have a stack of papers on their desk of patients, and they go through them. And okay, Joe Slobovich, he's 94 years old and he's got renal failure. Well, we can't save him. He goes in that pile, so he's going to get secondary treatment. Doe, 54 years old, colorectal cancer. She's young, she's vibrant, she's healthy. Not many people recover from this, but we'll make a half-hearted effort. So she goes in the middle pile. So-and-so with toenail cancer. He's 21 years old, active, fit. He's a multi-billionaire, whatever the case. Yeah, we're going to fucking do our utmost to get rid of his toenail cancer. And I'm sure that that's how these papers are laid on the tables.
I'd like to believe they're not, but
I'd like to believe they're not too, but you just know in the back of your mind that, you know, we grew up watching MASH, and you saw in the more serious episodes that
we grew up with the doctors from MASH.
Yeah,
mind watching.
But you saw the more serious episodes where this guy we can save, this guy we can save, this guy's going to lose his legs, but we can save him. This guy, there's no hope for him. He goes over there, and you know damn well they're still doing that in the triage. So and
back in the day, like I remember when I was about 10, I had a cyst in the tear duct below my corner of my eye, and I remember my doctor freezing my eye right then and there in his little office, getting a scalpel and taking it out. And my mom holding my head so that I wouldn't move, and a nurse holding my hand so that I wouldn't move. And they told me, don't blink. Well, I couldn't because my eye was frozen. But they patched it up, and they did it right then and there. Now, like a few months ago, Sheldon had a boil or something behind his ear. Waited 6 hours at one Medi-Center, or no, at the hospital, actually.
At the Fort Hospital.
Because it had grown over the course of the day, and it was quite big. It was like the size of a loonie. Waited 6 hours at the hospital, finally went up to the desk and said, look, all these other people have gone. Like, what? You know, so they finally looked at him, and the doctor goes, oh, we don't do that here, and left. Didn't even Lancet, didn't even nothing. Just You don't do that
It
here.
used to be a general practitioner. You'd go see your family doctor who was a GP with an issue like a plug to your duct, or for myself, it was broken bones. I broke a finger playing football or volleyball or whatever in school. You get home from school, yeah, I think it's broken, but I can move a little bit. But so the following morning, mom pack you up in the car, take you to the doctor's. Oh yeah, it's broken. We're gonna set it. There we go. Put a cast on. Same thing with my wrist. Set it. Put a cast on. That was all done by a GP. Now you go see your GP, and he's basically just a middleman who's going to direct you to a specialist. No matter what the issue is, it doesn't matter how small the problem is. My eyes are running. I said, it's probably allergies. Can you give me something for it? No, I'm not. But I'll make you an appointment to go see this specialist in 7 months' time. Well, the problem
Is now.
is now. It's not 7 months from now. The problem is now. So fucking deal with it. I can't. I'm not qualified. I have to send you to a specialist. So the art of the general practitioner is very much like the art of being a mechanic. Cars are all computerized now. You take a car with an issue to one of today's mechanics, that either the car A doesn't have a computer or B isn't throwing a code in the car, they can't figure out what's wrong with it. They just can't. And I proved that at Ford with that fucking piece of shit Escape.
The art of discovery is so misplaced.
It's just brutal. It's hard to be the person dealing with it. It's equally hard to be the one watching the one you love going through with it. So I feel deeply for both of you. You're both brave enough to share it. It's what we have. This podcast, we share what we're going through. If
I chose this,
I threw it at Doe. I said, "Do you want to do this? We don't have to." Like, this is a very.
I refuse to live behind a disease. I refuse to hide from it. And the most interesting thing I've found with this condition, and I'm going to call it a condition because that's what it is how people are. They know that you're sick. I don't look sick. I mean, I'm full of patches and whatever, but I look tired. And I'll admit that. I do look tired and I look thin. But people don't know how to talk to you.
That became evident.
That became really evident on Sunday.
We went.
Weekend.
I met some really, really close friends of ours who've been through thick and thin with us, as we have with them. And he broke down crying, giving me a hug. I wanted to phone you, but I didn't know what to say. I had no idea what to say to you.
So there's a whole etiquette about.
So I said, you know what? If you want to phone me, you phone me, and you say, "Hey, man, what are you doing? What's up? What's going on? How's it go?" And I'm not gonna pull any punches. I'm gonna tell you exactly how she is.
To a point.
To a point.
But I mean, we haven't changed. Our life is very mundane. And it has to be for right now. But nothing's changed. Talk to me like you'd always talk to me. Don't, oh no, I got to give her space. I got to give her time. If I need my time and space, I will tell you. Don't treat a cancer patient like they are diseased, because they're not. Don't treat anybody going through any kind of disease like they're diseased. Don't. Treat them like people. Treat them with the same respect. Ask them the same questions you would have asked them before. If they want to talk about their situation, let them talk. If you want to know about their situation, ask. But other than that, talk to them like you've always talked to them.
Got a buddy of mine, Joe Tovey, who I hadn't seen in, I don't know, 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
His wife found out Joe had cancer off of Facebook. And Joe's on the blower. What the fuck? What's going on? Da da da. Well, this is what's happening. This is what we're dealing with. Okay, well, I'm on my way over. So he and Holly come over, and that was right after you were home from the hospital the first time.
Yeah, I think it was day 3.
Day 3 or day 4, home from your surgeries, right?
Yeah, I just got,
something like that. And Joe walked in here like, okay, you got the cancer, whatever. So what's going on? What are they doing? What's next? What happens now?
But Joe's that kind of person.
Da da da. Then a close friend of his wife ended up the exact same cancer as Joe.
Except hers is on the outside
of
her colon, not on the inside.
Right. And she ended up going to Mexico, spending $40,000 to try and get treatment there. It didn't work because she was trying to avoid going through what Doe's going through. Now she's going through what Doe's going through and $40,000 for it. And Joe was just, oh, she's stupid. Like what the fuck? Like just deal with it, get over with it. Either you live or you die. It's that simple. You know.
Yeah, do
And
your
it's
own homework.
you walk out the front street and you walk onto the road. You either live or you die. You might get hit by a car, or you never know.
But he's refreshing.
Yeah,
they,
he
they
is.
both are very refreshing.
Sit here and
because
howl with him for
you
hours.
can get into details, you can get into gore, you can get into whatever, and he's just a funny man. His delivery on things is just hilarious,
Yeah.
and that's the kind of person you need in your corner, is somebody that's going to tell you what it is like it is, and still be humorous about it, but same. Like, he came on about a week ago, brought me a bunch of different organ meats because he phoned and he says, I want a food order. I'm like, what kind of food order?
He's-
It's like, I want to fuck up your diet. I'm like, what do you
He's
mean
been
you wanna
bugging
fuck
me.
up my diet?
What can Doe eat? What does she like to eat? What can she eat? I want to feed her. It's
And he
like,
knows
oh.
I've been fasting and trying to, starve the cancer, which is really important. So organ meats, as yucky as they are, I hate turkey. I'm not a fan. Gotta say. They have the lowest amount of glucosamine enzyme. So cancer needs two things: it needs sugar and it needs glucosamine to survive.
Yeah.
So if you stop giving it
Sick.
both, you're going to starve the cancer cells. They will be forced to eat what's left in your system, and if you don't introduce any more of it, they will eventually die off on their own. To a point. So doing this with the fasting, in conjunction with my upcoming appointments, I still am waiting for my CT scan results to see, because since the last CT scan to this one is just what I've been doing homeopathically to see if this is going to make a difference. And if it does, and everything that I am doing also works with the chemo, and it won't hinder the chemo. So I want to see if I made a difference in the last, when was the last CT scan?
Shit.
6 weeks?
6 weeks ago?
8 weeks? No, March.
Careful me.
So I started this.
Eight, 10
I
weeks?
started this end of April. So in a month. I mean, I don't expect to see a huge difference, but I expect to see some sort of difference.
Did your report come in on your AHS site?
Didn't see it yet.
You can double check that while we're here. So yeah, again, I got to reiterate: we're not doctors, we're not psychologists, we're not
Just
medically
a
trained in any.
lot of reading.
Doe has done just an immense amount of reading and research on what you can and try and what might work. Nothing is guaranteed. I mean, it's life, man. Nothing is guaranteed in life. You turn the headlights on, maybe they come on, maybe they don't. Nothing yet. So we're just waiting on the reports from her latest CT scan so we can go through and compare, see if any changes have been made in the size of the tumors. And
I'm doing what I can to
and
protect the
stuff.
liver from more of it, and a lot of visualization and meditation, usually late at night. That's the easiest for me.
Yeah.
But-
So we're here basically to walk you through what we're going through. If there's any helpful hints that
And if you've backed
popped
away
up,
from
use-
me because you think I'm going to die, I'm not going to die. I'm just telling you.
and if she does, she's going to come back and haunt your ass anyway. So she's never really going to be gone.
Pretty much.
But if you find anything that we said helpful, great. That's kind of what we're here for.
Oh, for those of you who
Thanks.
have to
You
do,
just keep interrupting.
yeah,
have
I'm
a
good for
show.
that today.
You're on- you're on
Today I'm
your
good
own.
for that. If
Just
you're
so you
having a
can get drunk.
colonoscopy and you have that barfy prep that you have to do,
Don't let me.
lemon, country time lemon powder, add it. And just enough to change the taste so that you can't taste that crap, and you will be able to take that solution, no problem. Also the same for CT prep. All those wonderful preps that you want to barf up because you can't swallow, you can add iced tea, or you can add country time lemonade crystals. And I would not suggest packets, but just buy yourself a jug of it and just add what you need just to change the flavor, and you'll take it down without a problem. That's my tip for the day.
I'd add rum or vodka, but no, that's just me.
They don't like that.
They don't know. What they don't know ain't gonna hurt me.
I will say this though, with this patch, this port,
Power port that doesn't work for charging your phone.
yeah, this power port, they warned me when they put the CT radiation dye through it, and she told me, she says, you know how hot this normally gets through your IV? I said, yeah. She says, oh, it's gonna be a little bit warmer. because it's direct. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I didn't feel them putting the dye in or anything like that this time, which is kind of nice. And they announced when they're putting the dye in, she says, okay, we're going to put the dye in. I'm like, First time I've been warm and on fire for months. I was probably glowed all day, the rest of the day, but holy, yeah, it was more intense. And I thought I peed my pants. It was so hot. It's like, okay, gotta check. I didn't, but
Danielle would like you to message her that ginger lemon tea or water or whatever it was recipe for that. So, yeah, we'll do that after we're done with the show here. There's something else I wanted to bring up, and I don't remember what it was. Couldn't have been that important. It's gone. The fleeting moment of Alzheimer's kicked in, and I forgot it again. I don't know. Continue on. As I was saying, we aren't.
Do you have to circle your chair 3 times before you sit down?
I just walk around the bed 3 times before I crawl in and go to sleep, though. You know that.
How would I know that? I stay out until you're asleep.
Yeah. You have an ECG? Electrocardiogram? No. A pacemaker? No.
No, it's
a power port. Is what it does, Danielle. Is it sits underneath your skin, and they run a tube behind your collarbone and down to your main artery leading towards your heart. There you can see it there. It's all covered in bandages.
Bump raised.
But is what they do is they plug in your IV unit into that port. Instead of having to search for a vein every time you go for an IV, it's just dunk and you're hooked up and away you go. So that's what they'll run the chemo through. That's what they'll run.
Heplock.
Yeah, like a Heplock, but under your skin. They'll run the chemo through that. Any hydration.
It's in my main artery.
Yeah, anything like that. So it's they're not searching for a vein all the time. It's just like, here you go, bunk, and they plug you in and away it goes.
They search for the 3 little bumps. So if you have one of these, the nurse told me the best way to help them find it is to sit back as far as you can and puff your chest out, and then they can feel the bumps better and then poke it.
Yeah, I'm going for an electrocardiogram. I'm going for a
WACA test,
sleep apnea test. I'm going to the Fat Farm. I don't know what they're going to do to me there. I'm scared of that one actually. But yeah, it's just random. Is what it is I have a new family doctor. I just started seeing him a couple 3 weeks ago or whatever, and he wants to do a complete workup on me from asshole to tea kettle, just to make sure, so he knows what he's dealing with, so that he doesn't make the same mistakes our previous idiot made.
Yeah, he's checking you from head to toe.
Yeah, so that's all that is. There's nothing wrong with me that I'm aware of. I went for my stress test, and I'm not going to see a psychologist. I'm not going to see any nervous hospital because I know I'll be admitted instantly.
Oh, yeah.
The last
Episode?
Psychologist I saw wanted to meet my mother in person because she thought I was making her up.
You just make up the whole family.
I made up a whole family, so it's all good. Yeah,
I used to make up a family when I was a kid.
I'd be a real interesting case study because I don't take life seriously. I take very little of anything seriously. Everything flows off me, water off the duck's back type deal. House is on fire. Grab my computer, grab my camera, grab the animals, let it fucking burn. I really don't care about the rest of it. Same. I'm in a car accident. Everybody's okay. Yeah. Okay. Get out. Your car's right off. I don't fucking care. It's a car. It can be replaced. Shit doesn't bug me. You got fired. Well, I was looking for a job when I found this one, so I guess, be all right because I'll look for another one and find another one.
Yeah, we're opposites.
I kind of that, and I have a golden ticket in my wallet, so it's all good right now, especially because companies are screaming for class 1 drivers, and I'm just sitting there going, no, don't bite, Wade. Just stay where you are. Don't bite, don't do it. Because I've got it pretty damn good where I'm at now, so I can't leave.
I'm just waiting for my garden to grow.
Yeah.
At least it's a nice week. Nice week with weather.
Garden's in.
Stuff is coming up.
I have to go and mow 38,000 acres of lawn tomorrow.
I should plant some more clover.
Well, not tomorrow because I'm going to blow it all the way with a lawnmower.
No, I got to order some more in order to do that.
So we're trying to replace our lawn with clover because we're sick of mowing every second day. We've let it go 2 weeks and it's now up to my knees again. So
Kentucky bluegrass is awful.
it's gonna be a treat mowing that shit tomorrow.
We didn't plant it. That's what's
There's
here.
no Kentucky bluegrass back there anymore. That's all dandelions and quackgrass.
No, there's a lot of grass there. I put down, I think, 10 different bags of different shit just to get something to grow.
Wild oats, millet, rapeseed,
Clover was the last one.
clover. Should have just put in a crop of hay.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done.
That's what I should have done to the garden, is added got a hay bale and added it. Everything would have grown beautifully.
So that's been our week. Again, if you've got something you want to get off your chest, something you want to bitch about, send me an email, wadepulloway@gmail.com. My name.
I probably will be nauseous next week. And
Yeah,
I'm hoping to give me the right nausea medicine, because oh my God.
If Doe's not up to it, I'll be here and I'll give you the updates on Doe. I'm not going to keep you guys in the dark. I know everybody's interested. And Danielle's always thinking about us. Audrey has pneumonia, so that's been crazy. I need to get some sleep. Have a great night. Lots of love to you both. Love you too, Danielle. And take care of Audrey. And the
Hopefully she
one
gets
thing
better
with
fast.
pneumonia I know that really, really works for me when I have pneumonia is a good shot of tequila.
Lots of back rubs and sleep elevated.
Yeah, sleep elevated, back rubs, and tequila. That usually works for me. Yeah, so like I say, if you have anything you want to get off your chest or any questions or concerns, or you just want to chat about anything, get a hold of me. I'm here. I'll listen. I'll help out as best I can. You got something you want to bitch about and you want me to air it publicly and make fun of it, let me know. Well, I can do that too. And we'll just go from there. Until then, just take it week by week, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, moment by moment. Enjoy them all.
Friday by Friday.
Friday by Friday. Exactly. Well, everybody have a good weekend, Doe.
Enjoy the weather.
You gonna play in the garden tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
I don't know yet.
I'm gonna get up and mow the lawn at about 6 in the morning. I'm gonna piss off all the neighbors. Fuck them. I don't care. Piss them all off. They'll bug me.
So cut down the trees.
Yeah, I know. Just don't like I've ever done that before. Okay, a couple times.
Yeah, and the things that have like really luscious green stems, those are actual plants. Leave them.
You're sending a colorblind photographer out to mow your yard.
That's why I used to do it.
And your trees
Save
are only
my
this
trees.
big. What do you expect?
My trees are 2 feet big. If you can't fucking see 2 feet a tree, you
Do
gotta
you know how
get your
fast that
glasses.
mower goes?
I know how fast the mower goes. It's a damn good mower.
No, I just got to keep up. Or some rollerblades or something.
Weed whack.
Weed whack. Yeah, we're gonna do that too. Okay, so say goodbye to him.
I don't.
She don't. Just me now. You and me. That's it. So yeah, like it's been. We had a good week this week. Got a chance to get out and get away from life for a couple hours on the Monday, which was really, really good. And did some doctor's appointments. Well, Doe did, and I continued on working. And we got a really busy week next week. Chemo starts Tuesday. I'll be taking her to that, and just kind of living by the seats of our pants right now and hoping for the best and carrying on. But you guys all have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next Friday, 8:30, something like that. We'll be here. And we'll see you then. Till then, have a good weekend.